Hello friends, I'm Mark Holmes, aka Cowboy Joe Boo, and thank you for joining me for another edition of Spread the Mojo. This week the Dallas Cowboys have their bye week, and hopefully they'll be able to get things together so come next week when they take on the Giants, they'll be ready to kick their butts. In the meantime, we're going to do some pulled pork sliders, and what I have here is I have some pork shoulders, and we're going to take the skin off of this, we're going to put some mustard onto it, our dry rub, and we're going to put it in the refrigerator overnight, and come about midnight tonight, we're going to get up, we're going to get the smoker going, and we're going to smoke these bad boys for about 12 hours. So let's get started. Okay, so we've got our skin off of our pork shoulder, and it's kind of a gnarly, rough kind of meat. But the great thing about smoking it is all this fat and gristle and stuff will just kind of melt down, and it'll end up making it nice and tender and juicy. Now we're going to go ahead and put our mustard and our dry rub, and here's the ingredients right over here for your dry rub. Now you can play around with the different spices and things like that and get the combination that you like, or you can even go out to the store and buy pre-made rubs. But again, cooking is one of those things that you kind of develop your own flavor and your own taste. So I invite you to experiment with some different spices that you may like to use. Time to make the barbecue. Time to make the barbecue. Come on, Jabba. Okay. 1 o'clock in the morning. They're in here to start. Well, as you can see, it's dark out. It's about 5:30 in the morning, and we're just going to check in on our pork shoulders, and right now they're up to about 130 degrees, 140 degrees. Put a few more wood chips in and let them keep on cooking. Well, it's game day morning, and our barbecue pork shoulders are out in the smoker, and they've been out there since about 12 o'clock this morning. Now, we still have a few more hours for those to get up to about 180 degrees internal temperature. Right now, they're about 150. Those last 30 degrees usually takes a long time. But just be patient, because low and slow is how you want to do that barbecue if you want to get it tender, juicy, and full of flavor. In the meantime, we're going to get started on our coleslaw. So we're going to go ahead and start by warming up 2 cups of water and 2 teaspoons of salt, and I'm going to go ahead and start chopping up our veggies. And we're also going to go ahead and get started with a cup of water, a cup of sugar, 3/4 of a cup of apple cider vinegar, and 2 teaspoons of celery seed. That's going to be the toppings for our coleslaw. So let's go ahead and get started chopping that stuff up right now. Peeking. Ooh boy, that's looking good. Well, our barbecue is just about ready. And while that's getting ready, we're going to go ahead and strain the salt water off of our coleslaw. And then we're just going to pour our good old topping that's cool on top of it. And while we're also doing that, we're going to get started making our barbecue sauce. Now, here's the complete list of ingredients right here. And I'm going to go ahead and get started with this right now. It's about that time. Oh yeah, they're ready. Let's take them out and pull that pork.
Well, friends, I'm told that I'm a really good cook, but as far as videographer goes, I've got some work to do. Unfortunately, as I was going through and editing it, I realized that I messed up on some of the shots, so I couldn't show you how I pulled the pork. But trust me, after cooking the 12 hours out there, just take a fork and it pulls through and it shreds. And you're gonna end up with nice consistent barbecue like this. And then you're gonna pour the barbecue sauce on that, mix it up, and that's all it is to it. So we're gonna go ahead and make our pork sliders. And we're gonna go ahead and put some barbecue on there, and make sure you put plenty of that on there for the good old fans. Some barbecue. Then we're gonna take some of our coleslaw, put a little bit of that on there. And then we're gonna go ahead and put some barbecue sauce. And we're gonna serve that up with some green beans and some barbecue baked beans. And there you have, my friends, a wonderful game day meal. Now, since this is kind of a re-air here, there's a little treat for you guys, because I was actually working on my dinner tonight, which is actually going to be a future episode. I did some nice cilantro lime chicken. So I'll give you a peek of what that's going to look like, and then you can definitely check that out on a future episode. And there you have chicken cilantro soup. So friends, make sure you click subscribe. Follow me also on joeboozmancave.wordpress.com. And just remember, friends, keep spreading the mojo. I'm Mark Holmes, and thank you for watching.